You know, I came across this story and it put into my mind that police are always claiming that they don't get any support from the black community and that the police are under attack, and why don't people feel good about the police? And I gotta tell you, this particular story for me illustrates exactly why black people have a problem with police. Now, as you see here, this story is regarding Texas deputies tasering a woman in a wheelchair for recording them. Okay, Harris County Sheriff's deputies tasered a woman in a wheelchair, and again while she was on the ground. They tasered this woman in the wheelchair because she was recording them, which is not a crime, okay? The incident occurred at a Valero gas station in Houston, Texas on November the 16th, and fortunately was caught on surveillance cameras, and now, quote unquote, the Harris County Police Department is investigating. They are looking into whether any policies were violated by sheriff's deputies when they tasered the woman. Now, there's a video out there, and I'm going to see if I can find the actual link to the video itself of the surveillance cameras. But I can tell you that these cops got pissed off because this woman is the mother of another woman that was pregnant who they were arresting. And the boyfriend of the girl called the mother, who drove over, and as soon as she got there, got into her wheelchair and whipped out her cell phone to videotape the thing. And obviously she was getting there at the tail end. Well, the cops took offense to the fact that this woman was videotaping, and they told her to leave. The woman's in a goddamn wheelchair, okay? And she did say that she was leaving, but she damn sure wasn't going to get up and run, you know, back to her car or even walk to her car. She had to get her wheelchair back to the car, but she apparently wasn't doing it fast enough. So they decided that they were going to tase her. After they tased her the first time, the tasing knocked her obviously out of the chair. She was on the ground. They handcuffed her and then reportedly tased her again. Now, these cocksuckers have no balls. And the picture you see there is a picture of the woman as she's in the process of being tased. This was reported to the local Houston TV station, and they themselves obviously did an investigation. And as usual, the police have no comment because the situation is under investigation. This woman was, after the tasing, was taken to the hospital, and then she was later booked into jail, which she got bonded out the following day. Now, the lady admitted that she was cursing at the police officers because they were, in her opinion, abusing her pregnant daughter. And in my opinion, that wasn't that far out of bounds. And most people would have been upset about their pregnant daughter being arrested, and in her opinion, being forcibly placed into a police car. But this lady was disabled, and for them not to show any kind of empathy and even restraint in this situation, it totally pisses me off. Now, hopefully, after they do the investigation, these guys are going to get more than a slap on the wrist or a reprimand. You know, as far as firing them, yeah, I would go for the firing, but I know that's not going to happen. But they should at least be suspended. Now, a more important issue. I have a question. According to information that I was able to obtain, the Harris County Jail has a lawsuit filed against it. And the lawsuit claims that the jail basically ran a detainment system that jails people too poor to pay bail. The jail was formerly under investigation by the Department of Justice over treatment of inmates. I think that this particular jail should be back under investigation. The reason for my statement is that 55 people who could not pay bail have died while waiting for trial. So they have not even been adjudicated. The 55 people that died, they were not even adjudicated guilty. They could have been innocent, but just too poor to pay bail to get out of jail, and they died. I would like to know how many people are in jail across the country that are in jail because obviously being charged with a crime, but are sitting in jail for extended periods of time because they cannot make excessive bails. Bail is not designed to keep you in jail by the system, supposedly, but it is having the apparent effect of keeping a lot of people in jail, and in some, possibly a lot of cases, innocent people being placed in jail. These bails that are set, in my opinion, way too high. They need to be set so that a person can make bail, but high enough so that they don't want to run. Now, obviously a guilty person is going to run, but I would rather people that are accused of a crime being able to make bail, especially if they're innocent, and then if there are guilty people who make bail and decide to run, that's what they have bounty officers for, to go after those people. And now if you jump bail the first time, then I would have no problem with a bail being set high enough that you wouldn't get out, because you abuse the privilege of being able to make bail in order to obtain your freedom. Just my thought on the matter, but I think it's something that really should be looked at.